Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time this video finds you. It's your boy Jay, and today I just want to talk about the future of Monster Hunter Wilds. More specifically, a little bit about what Title Update 3 may bring. Now, I have not looked into the data mines, and I do not plan on looking into the data mines or leaks of any kind. So if you're already typing in the comments about something that was data mined or something, I don't want to hear it. Go away. I appreciate you watching. Leave a like. Go ahead and dip, but please don't spoil the title update for those of us who are choosing to wait until it's revealed to us in an official capacity. Okay, let me just go ahead and say that and get that out the way. So title update 2 has been pretty good so far. I know we're still in the middle of it because we have, Flame Fate that still needs to happen. We have Arch Tempered Uthuna that still needs to happen. But with the biggest part of title update 2 already out and most people already enjoying it, that being Seregios and Lagiacruz, I mean, it's time to kind of look toward the future a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I've been really enjoying the difficulty of title update 2. So with that being said, there's just a couple of trends that I've noticed with the title updates so far that I want to point out. Right? Number one, Iceshard Cliffs and Oilwell Basin have seen almost no love so far. All right, looking at all of the title updates so far, we got Mizutsune in addition to the Scarlet Forest. Cool. And then we had Arch Tempered Ray Down, gave us a reason to go back to the Windward Plains. We got Zoshia, means we were hanging out in the ruins of Wyberia, right? And then Gormagala got, sent to the ruins of Wyberia as well. It used to only spawn on the Iceshard Cliffs, but it goes to the ruins of Wyberia. Cool. Then we got Lagiacruz and Seregios, right? Lagi, also a Scarlet Forest monster. Cool. Seregios, Windward Plains, but also he can spawn in the ruins of Wyberia. You see what I'm getting at? And now up next is Arch Tempered Uthuna, which should be releasing a little over a week and change, maybe like 9 days after this video comes out. Also a Scarlet Forest monster. So Scarlet Forest, Ruins of Wyberia, and Windward Plains have been receiving all of their love from title updates so far. So that brings me to my first point. I want to see this new monster either inhabit the Iceshard Cliffs or the Oilwell Basin. Show them some love. Now I know Arch Tempered New Udra is on the way, and that's gonna be an Oilwell Basin monster. But for the sake of continuity, right? I included the Arch Tempereds earlier in this video. Here I am talking about that too. But I want a brand new monster to show up in one of these two maps. Okay. Now, a lot of people are gonna be like, "Yeah, bro, Agnactor, let's get it." Now, had title update 1 and 2 not both included Leviathans, right? And title update 2 technically, right, with Uthuna, also a Leviathan. So we got all these Leviathans showing up. Another Leviathan, bro? Really? Fine, Agnactor may have to wait, even though I love me some clack, 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 beam, you know what I'm saying? So Agnactor might have to wait. So there's that. And then also the Iceshard Cliffs. The Iceshard Cliffs need love in general, okay? A lot of the monsters on the Iceshard Cliffs, smaller monsters, right? Blanganga, Kudku is there. Let's see, Nursilla is there. Not a lot of big monsters. Gypsaros can also spawn on the Iceshard Cliffs. However, Gormagala and Arkveld, especially when they're large, are not very fun to fight on the Iceshard Cliffs just due to the nature of the map, right? It's got small rooms. These monsters are big. They jump around a lot. They occupy a lot of space. Arkveld with his chains. Gormagala, just being Gormagala, the crackhead he is in this game, he jumps around all over the place. And it's like, damn, I barely got any room to cook in here. Now, Iceshard Cliffs, I feel like could be way, way, way better if we can find some way to integrate the Rhyme Chain Peak into the base map. right? With the Lagiacrus update and title update 2, they have shown that they're willing to edit the map a little bit, right? I mean, we got the new underwater area and, you know, the Lagiacrus nest or whatever that he's got. That was not in the game prior to update 2. So, you know, they've kind of shown already like, hey, well, we may even, you know, mess with the maps a little bit as the title updates go on. So I would love to see the Rhyme Chain Peak somehow, some way messed with so that maybe it could fit in the actual Iceshard cliffs. And then that way, now Jin Dahad isn't this weird, super special monster. Like, yes, he shows up from time to time, and maybe you'll be able to actually just start a regular hunt with Jin Dahad because he'll just run off to the Rhyme Chain Peak, and then now the Rhyme Chain Peak is part of the map. You could just go and hunt it like regular, right? And then also have maybe more monsters other than just the Hirabami show up during a Jin Dahad quest. Like, maybe other monsters can show up there, which may leave room for something like a Gammoth. Maybe we can have a Gammoth show up. Love that, right? A lot of the title update monsters so far have been a flagship in one way or another. Mizutsune, Lagiacrus, Seregios. Come on now. Hey, Gammoth. I'd love to see something like that. Now, I could take a hit of this here copium blunt. Okay? Actually, I am going to hit it. I'm going to hit the copium blunt. Hold on. Now that I've smoked on the copium pack, I can go ahead and say what I'm about to say. The Yukon Los and a Cantor double sieges dropped into the game same time, you know, one in each of the map. They both have a small addition, well, I mean really big addition, like a big arena for you to fight them in, which adds another space to the map. And yeah, because we now have 100-player lobbies, that could probably support having 2 sieges at the same time. A Cantor and Yukon Los, they bring their equipment with them, and they're part of the tier of difficulty which lets us roll for RNG Charms, talismans, right? And that smoothly brings me into my next point, is another thing I kind of hope to see in title update 3, they've already talked about it a little bit, is yes, we're getting a new reward system that is going to let us use RNG in some way or some fashion for our talismans or charms, right? Now, with this, I really hope that they buff the entire cast, because something like RNG talismans or charms can be disgustingly powerful depending on what we're allowed to roll for on these charms, right? I'm hearing, or I think I've seen somewhere, that we may be able to actually roll for weapon skills on these charms as well. And I'm wondering, which weapon skills can we roll for? Like, or can we roll for maybe even group bonus skills as well, you know? So maybe we can get a 2-piece set bonus, but one of those pieces can be the charm, right? So then that opens up a possibility of something like, I don't know, 3-piece Ray Down, 1 Doshagama piece, and then you have another Doshagama quote-unquote piece in your charm, and now I can run the Doshagama's Might, which is the skill where I get a buff for landing an offset attack while still wearing 3-piece Ray Down and another piece on top of that that's not one of those pieces. Like, can I maybe get Slicked Blade on a charm? So now I don't have to have a Mizutsune weapon in order to use Slick Blade. I can bring, I don't know, a Rathalos weapon, bring it to the Scarlet Forest, turn on Inclemency, and then go fight a Lagiacrus, and always have that super high affinity despite not me using a Mizutsune weapon, which wouldn't be that effective against Lagiacrus. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of possibilities that come with that could make us, the hunter, stronger. They're also buffing weapons here in August before title update 3. So I'm really hoping that they're buffing the entire cast with this new system. Another level of difficulty on top of tempered, right? You got regular monsters, you got tempered monsters, and then you're gonna have something on top of that in which we need to be this strong to tackle. That's what I'm really hoping, because if that's the case, ooh, it's gonna be a good time to be enjoying title update 3. and some of the graphics kind of show this, and it seems like it's something that they've been planning for a long time, right? If you look at this tweet dated May 27th, they mentioned that a new reward system is coming in a future update. That future update is still in the future, even now in July, and that's going to be Title Update 3. So I'm really hoping that this new level of difficulty isn't just, oh yeah, all the 8-star tempered quests get this. Like, no. Apply it to the entire cast of monsters. Give me a reason to hunt everything all over again, and let me participate in this new quote-unquote RNG charm talisman system, right? So I know a lot of people have expressed their dismay about RNG charms. Like, man, RNG is coming back. I get why you may be disappointed, but we've already done this. We've already had this song and dance with this game, and that was RNG decos before release. Give it a chance, okay? Because they could do RNG way different than they have been before. You know what I mean? We don't know how much of the RNG we can influence. We don't know how the system's gonna work. So your disappointment in the fact that RNG Charms is coming back is rooted in the assumption that the system is going to be exactly like it was before, right? And I said kind of the same thing when it comes to RNG decos when we found out, oh man, we're getting RNG decos back. But it turns out the system is different than what it used to be. RNG decos in Wilds is not the same as RNG decos in World. They're not the same. They work differently. Wilds is a much preferred system. You're never locked out of any skills that you need, and you're able to have everything you need while also being able to push further via the RNG. So give it some time. I know you're disappointed to see that RNG Charms may be coming back, but they could do it in such a way where you can influence the RNG, or maybe you can guarantee 1 or 2 skills at the cost of maybe more of the materials that we're going to be hunting for in this new level of difficulty. So yeah, so who do you want to see show up in Title Update 3? Am I onto something here? Did you enjoy me smoking the copium pack? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to reply to every comment that hits this video. And thank you guys so much for 4K. We just hit 4K subscribers as well. So the support just keeps coming through. I really appreciate you guys. So yeah, thank you all so much for that. And as always, people, happy hunting. Peace.